Today we're going to look at how to calculate the gradient or the slope of the line. They are the same things. It's just in some countries it's known as the gradient, in others it's known as the slope. Okay, so we have a formula which we use, and it doesn't matter if you call it slope or if you call it gradient. It's exactly the same formula, and the formula would be y2 coordinate minus y1 coordinate divided by x2 coordinate minus x1 coordinate. Now those are the coordinates on any place that you choose on the line. Okay, so our first thing that we want to know is that the slope or gradient, whatever you choose to call it, is actually the steepness of the line. Okay, and we're going to use that formula to calculate it, and the y's actually represent the vertical change once you've done your difference here, and the x's represent the horizontal change once you've calculated your difference between the two. Okay, so this formula, very important to bear in mind for gradient or slope. Now, the slope, if we were to work it out using these sets of coordinates here, would look like that. It would be y2 minus y1, so y2 or y1, doesn't matter which one you use first, you'll still come out at the same answer. In this case I've used the first one, so that's your y and that's your y. So we have 3 minus 4, okay, so there we have that one. And then our x's, we have 2, that's that one, minus 5, that's that one. Okay, and if we do our calculation, we come to minus 1 over minus 3, and you can see these two signs here are going to become a positive because two minuses make a plus. So we end up with a slope or gradient of 1/3. Okay, right, now it's important to notice that if you use the y coordinate for your formula over here, you must use exactly the corresponding one for your x. Like for instance, that's the 3 and that's the 2. You can't use this 3 and that x over there. You've got to use the corresponding ones. Okay, so let's go look at why that works like that. Otherwise you're going to end up with the wrong answer. The y coordinate which you use first must correspond with the x coordinate which you use first. Okay, so if we started with these, we would use that for y1 and that for x1, that for y2 and that for x2. So let's use this as an example and go look at it. If we were to work out our slope, it's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2, let's go use it. That will be 5 minus y1, 2 over x2. So we come back to use this one because we started with that y. So now we're going to use that x. 2 minus x1, 1. Okay, so 5 minus 2 is 3. And 2 minus 1 is 1. So our slope or gradient is 3 in that particular case. Okay, if you're not already following me on my YouTube channel, it would be lovely if you could press subscribe here. I put up videos Mondays to Fridays, and I try and help you daily with your maths.